Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, I feel like spring is finally coming. It's finally coming.
It was a long weekend of rain here where I am in California, but the sun is out today and the weather report for the rest of the week is looking good. So I would have to agree with you.
Now, I think I am having the opposite. Like we have beautiful today and the
Okay.
next few days, and then at the end of the week, it's supposed to rain again. So April is just, well, April showers, right?
Right, exactly. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there and it's going to be beautiful.
So, as you're all jumping on, let us know, like, what does spring mean to you? What does spring coming mean to you? Do you like do spring cleaning? Do you make any kind of like personal changes? Do you make any workout changes? When do you change over your closets? Or maybe you don't have to. Do you have a big enough closet that you can just keep your stuff in your closet all year round? No matter where I live, I have lived
Yeah.
in a place with no closets. So tiny closets. So I have not done my changeover yet. But I always hold back a few things so that I'll have
Yeah,
something. And actually,
totally.
what I'm wearing today is new, so that's why
I
it's
love
funny.
that. So springy. Yeah. I always feel like with the beginning of any season, whether it is spring, whether it is that new like fall school year time, I feel like that's just always a time that elicits the emotion of like the new beginning. It's like the new year every season. And it really just makes you stop, for me at least, it makes me stop and think about, okay, what did I accomplish in the last quarter? What do I want to do for myself, for my family, for our routines? Like, do we need to change up, the chore schedule for the kiddos? Do we need to, work on, a specific project around the house? All of those things, like with the change of every single season, it just elicits those emotions. And I think it's interesting because it really has to do a lot with what we're talking about today here, right?
That's what made me think of it as we were getting started. And by the way, for those that we have never met before, my name is Michele Zito. I'm a company VP with Park Lane Jewelry, and I am here with Senior Division Jennifer Ewert, a fabulous leader on our team. And we're here today to share a little bit about Park Lane so that maybe it can be something that is right for you or somebody that you know. So, yeah, as these springtime feelings come, and I know that wherever you're watching from may not be the same necessarily weather pattern. I know that some of you are already in hot weather and have been for a while. But as Jen was saying, it is like still a new season. It is still kind of a refresh time. And maybe trying out something like this, a business like this, is something that perhaps you've been considering. So that's kind of what we wanted to talk about today was if you have a couple of base questions that you've been wondering, maybe you've been to a party with one of us, maybe you've been to an online event, maybe you found us on social media somehow and you stumbled across this group or this page and you're like, hey, what are those girls and guys doing over there? So, Jen, maybe we can even do a little back and forth today. So,
Okay.
if
Yeah.
somebody was thinking to themselves, why would I even get involved in direct sales at all?
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
For me, I started almost 8 years ago, and my reason for why direct sales, I was working a full time job. It was a high stress job at that point. And when it was presented to me, I had a large amount of student loans that were still on the table.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? Like, this would be a great idea to have an additional stream of income coming in that was specific to that need of getting rid of those student loans. So
Yeah.
it was a very specific reason for me that I didn't have to worry about having to take out of our bottom line budget. My husband is in education. And so for our full-time incomes together, I didn't have to worry about that payment coming from there. I could have this brand new stream of income coming in where it was specific to that bill and getting that taken care of and out of our lives. And so that is the reason for me where when I when I looked at direct sales, I thought, wow, that could be really helpful for our family to take that out of our, regular full-time job budget and give our direct sales stream of income a name to be able to take care of that specific need for our family. So that was why we loved it, is because it was additional stream of income for us. How
Yeah.
about for you? What did that look like for you?
That's funny you say that because I too needed it for a super specific reason. For us at the time when I got started in direct sales, it was 24 years ago. And at that time, since I was the one who was the teacher on maternity leave, we were actually on my health insurance in those days.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to extend that into the extended maternity leave that I was on, we had to pay the COBRA. So that $600 a month had to come from somewhere specific. Yeah. But the reason that we chose a direct sales route over just going back to work was then I could have just gone back to work if I was going to do a regular job, right? So with direct sales, what we found is that it's a way to bring in an income that's around the life you're already living, right? So in your case, you were already working. Trent was already working. And the last thing you needed was now another boss, another timesheet, another timestamp, another set of rules, set of hours. Whereas with direct sales, you're choosing at what times that you're working. You're choosing when are you working on your business, whether it's going out and doing a show, whether it's, computer type work. But that's what direct sales allows all of us, is that freedom to work it around all of our life activities.
Yeah. The one of the things too, is like, where are you going to get those extra hours to most likely be working nights and weekends, right? That's taking away from your family time. That's taking away from your things that you have to do around the house, all those things that we just mentioned a bit ago. That's taking away from that, where this can enhance what you're already doing as you're working it in those, specific pockets of time.
Yeah, I was thinking how very often, especially when a mom needs to go back to work or wants to go back to work, or the family needs some additional income because kids are expensive, their initial thought is, maybe I'll just go get a job at, and they fill in the blank of whatever nearby department store or convenience store is nearby. And to me, working part-time, like I worked part-time years ago at Sears. And remember Sears? I just totally but I definitely had to work 3 weekdays for like 5 to 9:30. Not ideal hours at all for for a mom or a wife or anybody who, even coming from another job. Now you did no break, nothing.
Yeah.
And then probably 8 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday. So losing an entire. Now figure that to be 20 hours. Do you know what minimum wage is in California by any chance?
If you're working at like McDonald's, it's $20 an hour.
Okay.
In California.
So 20 times 20 is 400. Here in New York, I want to say it's like 15-ish.
Yeah.
So 20 times 15 is 300 minus taxes. So you're looking at somewhere $300-ish dollars. And then whatever your state is, we don't know. Now, might you find something that's not minimum wage? Yes, though probably not in this category, right? So to bring home 300-ish a week, that's what we make kind of at one party.
Yeah.
So that's where, we're really talking about the hours that you're putting in. If you're going to leave the house do you want to do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and again all day on Saturday or Sunday? Or do you want to leave the house to do a show in Susan's living room?
I was going to say the working environment, right? Like that you pay a price for that too. We all have to do what we have to do. And there's no shame in that game, right? But when you have a choice, when you get to choose how you do it, this is such a great avenue.
Yeah. And then of course, we all know you could choose direct sales of lots of different products.
Right.
You could even choose other direct sales,
Mhm.
jewelry company even, right? There's all these other paths of direct sales. But maybe today we can just cut right to the chase and talk about why Park Lane jewelry, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things that I feel is super important to understand is that if you're going to make some money, if you're going to earn an income
Mhm.
selling jewelry, then you want to know that you have the widest range of customers that you can have. And
Right.
that's where full service jewelry really comes in. So, in case you've never really thought about the different types of jewelry that's out there, many jewelry companies only have one style. So, like everything's engraved, or everything's silver, or everything is kind of like a trendy casual type of look. And what that does is immediately eliminate people from being your
Right.
customer, right? So here at Park Lane, being full service jewelry means we have the super blingy stuff. We have the tiny conservative pieces. We have the career wear pieces. We have the pieces that are suitable for men and women. We have pieces small enough for children,
Mhm.
so that whoever comes to the party, whoever comes to our website, whoever comes to the online event, whatever it is that they're attending, is going to find something, whether it's for themselves or somebody that they're shopping for. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's such a fun way to say, "Hey, what are you looking for?" and automatically be able to find that for somebody. I
I kind
appreciate
of
that. It
laugh when
opened.
somebody says, like, oh, that looks like something my grandmother would wear. And I'm like, good, because sometimes your grandma comes to the party.
That's right. Absolutely. It's so true, and you've got the more edgy
Yep.
pieces. And I'm so grateful for that because then it's great for referrals too, right?
Right.
Because then people are going to say, oh my gosh, have you heard of Park Lane Jewelry? Like they have something for everybody. You totally should check this out. I think you'll find something that you'll love. Or my friend so and so can totally find you something that you're going to love, right? Because that's what we get to do as stylists is
Right.
to help people find what they're looking for and discover their signature look.
Love it. Love it. And then to think through the programs, right? Because when you're going to get involved in any direct sales company, you want to know that the programs that they have are attractive to customers, are attractive to hostesses, and attractive to those that are going to sell the field,
Mm-hmm.
right? So let's talk about some of those programs. So let me ask you all this. Go ahead and put in the comments. Have you ever shopped our sale? Let's start with the basics, something that you are super familiar with, right?
Right.
How many of you have purchased pieces at half price that you bought two pieces that were lower price so that you were able to buy one, two, three, or four more pieces at half price? Let us know in the comments if you've done that, right?
It's interesting because that's the piece of the puzzle here that I think is really important is that as we're seeing in the comments here already, like the answer is yes, right? The answer is yes. You have shopped this sale maybe lots of times over. But it reminded me when you asked that question of the very first Park Lane party that I went to. I was literally about to give birth to my daughter. We're on a pretty tight budget at that point, really a young family. And I actually didn't really wear a whole lot of jewelry at that point in time. But I was able to find something very simple that I liked. I got my two regular priced items and I got a half price item. And I was thrilled walking away from that party, retail value well over $100. And I was so, so grateful for that. I felt like I got a great deal walking away with beautiful, good quality jewelry.
Yep.
And that really sums it up right there.
And then here's the thing. We know two things about women, right? We know
Yeah.
lots of things about women, but when it comes to shopping, there's two things we know about women. Number one, as Jen just displayed, we love to shop on sale. We love to get a good deal.
Yep.
But the number two thing, and this is because of our hearts, right? We love to tell our friends about a great deal.
Right.
You do it you do this on the regular right now with things unrelated to anything that make you money, right? Like you tell your mom when the good peaches are on sale at the grocery store, you tell your
Right.
best friend when the leggings that your daughters love are on sale at Kohl's, and all of these things that go on. We're always telling our friends about a good deal here, there, and everywhere. And that is what Park Lane rewards women for doing, right? Because if you've gone to a show, you shopped, you were like, this jewelry is gorgeous. I can't believe what a great deal I got. I'm going to host a party so that my friends can shop this sale also.
Yep.
That's the second round of programs that you benefit from when you're a part of Park Lane, because now you have happy customers. Happy customers are telling their friends. So now that group of friends becomes your next batch of customers when you're Jen and I, right? When you're a stylist.
Yep.
So that now you have this whole new group of happy customers about to shop that are going to discover the sale or shop it for the second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 15th, 20th time in their lives.
Right.
They're going to shop, and Park Lane rewards that hostess, rewards that friend that's sharing the jewelry with her friends by simply hosting the party, whether it's at home, whether it's in a restaurant, whether it's at a bar, whether it's online, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Zoom, with a giant free shopping spree and discounted shopping spree. So let us know in the comments, have you ever hosted a party? And if you have, what kind did you host? Did you host it in your home? Did you host it outside the home? Did you attend a sip and style? Maybe you did a fundraiser. Tell us what type of party you hosted with us. And if you can recall, let us know how handsomely you were rewarded.
You know, I bet that there are some hostesses right now that have just kind of finished up their party, and they've been told by their stylist how much they're going to be able to shop their hostess reward. So if that is you, if you are a current hostess right now and your stylist just told you how much you're going to be getting, share with us that, because that's really exciting.
Yeah, we love that. And we love to celebrate that. Yeah. And then because of the amazing shopping that the customers love, and because that makes those customers turn into hostesses, that's then what makes our pay plan as stylists, that program, the compensation program to us as stylists. When Park Lane was getting started back in 1955, and they were saying, but but there are other jewelry companies out there. Well, how is yours going to be better? And Arthur Levine Sr. answered, I'm going to pay them more.
That's right.
And when we're shown that we start at 30% commission as base, you move up to 35 to 40 to 45 to 50% commission. The reason I don't tell you that first is because if you don't know what the sale is for customers to purchase, if you don't know what incentive there is for anyone to even host a party, it wouldn't matter if I said we pay you 99% commission, because 99% of zero is zero. So by knowing that we have these amazing programs that customers and hostesses love, that makes you able to earn that consistent weekly paycheck that Park Lane offers us. Not too many places out there pay weekly, and Park Lane does. So we're able to earn that weekly check. And all of the other amazing programs, like the Mercedes car plan, that's available to all levels of leadership, not just executive leaders. And once you qualify for it, you don't have to continue to re-qualify. It's just each month that you hit those maintenance numbers, you see that payment, $500 a month if you simply want the cash, $700 a month if that cash is going to an actual car payment. So that's a lot of extra money on the table for you every single month. The 2 trips that we earn every single month. I mean, Jen and I just got back only a couple of weeks ago. Actually, is it a month ago right now? We were in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So here we were in Paris. We've traveled on many trips together. And of course, I had some before Jen was even here, but oh my gosh, destinations like, I don't know, we'll start tossing them out. Zurich, Switzerland,
St. Thomas was a favorite of mine.
Disney World,
Hawaii,
Portugal, Hawaii, twice for Hawaii,
right? Key
um,
West,
Key West.
Cabo.
Yes, I mean, just unbelievable. Rome, Greece, so many fantastic places, true vacations that they bring you there, they bring you home, they feed you, you stay in a beautiful high-end hotel, and all whatever else is included in these trips. There are no trainings, there are no meetings. It's a vacation.
No. Yeah.
So if you love to travel and have someone else pay for it, Park Lane is the place for you.
That's right.
Oftentimes people ask us how often we have to buy jewelry. And the answer is that we earn up to $1,100 plus in free jewelry every single month. I mean, that Rich Rewards program ensures that you're spending your money on the reason you started your business, to make the Cobra payment, to pay off your student loans, to buy that furniture, to pay for baseball camp, to pay for competitive dance for your daughter, to pay all those things that people are using their Park Lane money for, to use it for that. And not to just spend all your money being your own best customer. We're able to earn that jewelry every single month. And that's how we have the samples to show and the new pieces to show and to raffle. Oh, should I show today's piece?
Of course. Yes, please.
Now, remember, we're about to finish up here in a minute, but we're going to post a survey for you. That way you can let us know your thoughts on what you heard today. And by completing that survey, you will be entered to win a brulee necklace.
That is one of my personal favorites that I find myself like wearing often. I most definitely could have even layered it in with what I have on. Totally. That extra pendant. Yes. Love her.
Absolutely gorgeous, designer inspired, genuine mother of pearl and CZs, and oh my goodness. So if you fill out that form, this will look good today. You're right.
Right.
If you complete that survey, you will be entered to win this.
You know, one other thing I just want to quick mention. I just want to quick mention one other thing that really is unique to Park Lane is that when you do promote, when you do qualify for your Mercedes, all of those things, those can never be taken away from you. You're never going to be going backwards. Right. So when you hit a promotion level and you know, that's where you're going to be. It's a lifetime raise and that's never taken away from you. You're never paid as
some other
whatever, fill in the blank, right? Another level that's under you. No, like that's not how things work here. We do not take things away. It is only what you have made, and you can only go up. And I think that that's just really important to just highlight, because that is really unique. And we honor leadership as well. So if you've got experience as a leader in another company, we'd love to just further this conversation with you personally and make sure that you have all the information that you need about possibly coming to Park Lane as a leader as well.
Absolutely, because to know that you can never be paid at a level that is below your actual title is truly something that makes your whole life less stressful. And I know that as a leader, I appreciate not having to talk people off the ledge at the end of every month or when payday came and feeling insulted by, what do you mean I was paid as this? I did my job. Park Lane knows that. Knowing that as a leader, you're paid infinitely deep on your whole team, right? I know that. So Jen mentioned that, you know, if you have previous leadership experience, you can be considered for a similar title here. That is how I came here. And at my other company, there were whole sections of my team that I simply did not get paid on because of the structure and the pattern that they wanted everybody to have. And here, every single person on my team that sells something is reflected in my paycheck every single Friday. And that sounds like common sense, and to Park Lane it is, but strangely to the vast majority of direct sales companies, it does not. So that's why when you fill out that survey, you can let us know what, if any, experience that you do have in leadership in a direct sales forum. And we can certainly, as Jen said, continue that conversation. We do have a special event tomorrow night as well
Yeah.
called New Beginnings, and we're going to put that link in the comments as well. Our CEO, along with some top field leaders, including our very own upline, Mary Grace, are going to be sharing a bit more about Park Lane and some of the exciting things happening, perhaps some sneak peeks. And for a $10 registration, you will also receive an upcoming piece of jewelry, a piece that's not out yet. So super exciting. And this is definitely worth more than $10. So we're going to put that link. Let us know, comment New Beginnings if you are already registered. And if you need to be registered, let us know that in the comments as well. We'll make sure we personally send you that link so that you can get signed up. And we are doing actually a special raffle among all of those that are registered from our group here. I'm putting everybody into a raffle for a $250 Park Lane gift card. What?
Hello? Those are some pretty great odds too, right? Like $10. Oh man. Okay. Everybody must do that. Let us know as soon as you're registered so that we can make sure that we jot your name down for the for that 200.
And the event is tomorrow night, Tuesday night, the 16th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So whatever time that is for you. And it's only about 30 minutes. So you're not going to be held hostage for a whole crazy amount of time. You don't have to look at a timeshare. You don't have to do anything like that. You're just going to enjoy 30 minutes with the CEO and some of our top leaders, hear a little bit more, get a piece of free jewelry, and possibly win a giant gift card. I don't see how that could be bad.
No, I don't think so.
But if you are considering maybe starting up this business, remember, it's only $99. For that, you're going to receive, with the special that is currently running, $600 worth of jewelry of your choice, along with your website for a year. That means that when you process a show on your website, you're getting paid on it. When you want to buy something, you get paid on it. When your mom, your sister, your friends order, you get paid on that. And that $99 doesn't even have to be paid until we do that party for you to kick you off. We love to start you off with a launch party, which means that we do the show for you and your friends. They're going to place orders. We're going to handle doing those orders for you. And when that party closes, you get all the host credits. Plus, you get to pick out your kit. Plus, your stylist is going to let you know what the paycheck is on your party so that you know exactly what you're getting paid. And you will have that money within a week. And the paycheck will be to you faster than the Visa bill for your $99.
Totally. Yep.
And it will be more than $99. So if that sounds good, especially if you have a party open with your stylist right now, be aware we could turn that around for you like that. And that paycheck for the party can be on the way to you instead of to your stylist. So if that sounds good, make sure you complete the survey. We're going to get you into the raffle for the brulee necklace. And if you have any questions, feel free to private message them to your stylist, to me, to Jen, or to put them on your survey. And I will absolutely be sure to get right back with you to answer them. So Jen, thanks so much for jumping on tonight.
Of course.
And we hope every single one of you decides to join us and that we will see you tomorrow night at New Beginnings.
Absolutely.
Bye everybody.